Good morning, my dear children of Standard 5. Children, as you are continuing your chapter 2, plants, and the whole chapter that I explained you. But I told you several times that I will show you some activities, and you studied the seed germination, types of reproduction, and seed dispersal. So these all I will explain with the activity in front of you, so that these days you are at home and you can do it at your home very easily, so that it will be easily learned by you. Now you see, children, how it is showing you this clear picture of the seeds. You see, I have taken some different kinds of seed. So you see here, this is gram seed, dry seed, and these are germinated seed. This is bean seed, and these are also the water soaked seeds of bean. This is rice, and this is maize. You see, this is corn. Now you see that why I have taken different types of seeds. Children, you see that in surrounding us, the seeds are mainly of two types. One contain dicots and another contain monocots. So you have to differentiate. How can we say the gram seed and bean seeds have two cotyledons? You see here. See that these are the germinated seed. But how this germinated? You see, look here, that seeds contain, that is a minute hole. You look here, in this is minute hole, and this is known as micropyle, through which water enters. Then after entering water, the seed germinates within 1 or 2 days. You see, then we will see minutely that this gram seed is containing, that is, 2 cotyledons. You look here. Here is 2 cotyledons. It means the equal halves of gram seeds are clear here. Now you can see also in the bean seed also. See how this is differentiated into 2 equal parts. And now you look here, that is rice, and this is maize. Now children, the seed containing 2 cotyledons. Look here, these are 2 cotyledons. So this is known as dicotyledon. This is containing also bean seed also. This is also containing 2 cotyledons. It means these seeds are dicotyledons. Containing 2 cotyledons, or also it is known as seed leaves. Now see here. Now rice, every day you are taking in your lunch. So what you are watching here? Here is rice. And rice cannot be placed into 2 equal halves. You can do at your home properly. So this is monocot. Mono means 1. Only 1. So monocotyledons containing only 1 seed leaf or cotyledons. Here is also maize. These days also the season of maize, corn. You see, and at your home also you see, you can press this corn into 2 equal halves. It cannot be differentiated into 2 parts. It means these are containing monocotyledons. Also a very good example is wheat also. So look, these all at your home. Now you see here again that seed is germinated. Now seed is germinating and you are watching here the roots are forming. Okay, but you have kept this seed in water. Then how it is germinating? From where it is getting the food? You can say that these cotyledons giving them food to nourish their roots. So roots are developing here. After some day, you will find that root is known as underground part, and again the greenish part will appear from this side. Look here, look here you. This is very minutely, and you will find again this is getting, then this will form the seedling. I have shown here you, I have taken a seedling. This is a baby plant, but I have kept here in the soil, and after the growing of their 1.5 inch of their length, it is grown into the soil, so that the baby plant can take the food from these cotyledons. But these seedlings, or the when it is growing for a big plant, that requires soil. So I have shown you here the soil is necessary and the water is here. Water is absorbed by the roots and this is taken by now you see that greenish part appears here and the leaves are formed. Okay, so now it is ready to form a new plant. Clear, student? So what you studied today, these two types of the seeds, or you can say at your home you are taking in your diet different kinds of the pulses. That pulses are also, that is dicotyledons, that is containing two cotyledons. It means two seed leaves. And now you see again here you see that seed is covered by brownish layer. Seed is covered by brownish layer. This brownish layer is known as seed coat. What is this? Seed coat. And seed coat, what is the role of seed coat? Seed coat's role is to protect the seed from outer germ. Understood? So always remember that the seed is inside the seed coat and seed germinate to form a plant. Again plant gives the fruit and that will develop the seed. And this type the cycle is continuing surrounding us. Okay? Now you have to know about the question and answers as I am giving you.
These question and answers that are given in your book, and just you see that part D, because A, B, C, D and E, 5 types of the questions are given in your book, and one by one I will discuss. First was the fill in the blanks that I discussed in front of you in the previous video. So dear children, you see part D, and what are the questions, that 1 to 5 questions. You see the questions, I am reading the question and just explaining. After that the answer will be given in the next slide. Correct? First question is your name the pigment present in green leaves of a plant. You know very well, that is chlorophyll. Second question is, why do some plants feed on insects? Children, you know that plants feed on insects that are called insectivorous plants. These plants are present in the soil. It means their roots are in the soil and that are unable to absorb the nitrogen from the soil. It means nitrogen is very necessary for the growth of the plant. I told you previously, and this nitrogen content is not fulfilled from the soil to the plants, so that the insects enters in the plant and the plant absorbs the nutrients from the insects that is containing nitrogen, and then growth is possible only due to this in the insectivorous plant. Clear to all of you? and also I have shown you the video also related to this. Again you can see your third question. Name the two methods of reproduction in plant. You know two methods. First is what? Reproduction through seed. Just in this video I have shown you that how the seed germinates and seedling is formed. The seed is required for the germination. But second is reproduction through other parts of the plant. It means that is also known as vegetative reproduction. So what are the vegetative parts? I explained you. That is root, stem, leaves, branches. These are the vegetative part. So just you know that these parts of the plants helping in the formation of more and more plants. So the two methods of reproduction in plant is clear: reproduction through seed and reproduction through the other parts of the plant. Fourth number question is state the conditions required for the proper germination of seed. You studied what are the conditions? Air, water and warmth. Warmth means the small amount of heat is required for the germination, and you germinate the seed at your home and see properly as the instructions given to you from the book or related to your video. Fifth question is name two plants reproduce through stem cutting. Stem cutting, in that stem cutting, the two plants I have shown you, bougainvillea and rose. So these two plants reproduces by cutting of the stem. You can take the example of also the sugar cane. So these are the questions I have explained you, but also I have written the answers. So children, you first note down the question number D1, then write down the answer of D1. Then you will leave a small gap. Then you start second question and also separate by making a line. So between the two questions, between the answers of the two questions, there should be one gap. Clear? So just you see the answer of these D. First answer, it is given D1. The pigment present in green leaves is chlorophyll. Due to chlorophyll, children, the plants are green. Understood? Second answer is what? Some plants feed on insects for the requirements of nitrogen. Just I explained you. Nitrogen is very necessary for the growth of the plant. You know, surrounding us, the amount of nitrogen is about 78%. But plants take this nitrogen and we can't take directly the nitrogen. The nitrogen we are taking also from the plant. Understood? Now third answer is two methods of reproduction in plant are reproduction through seed. I have written the examples wheat and gram. Wheat is monocotyledons and gram is dicotyledons. Clear? Just it is shown to you and you also differentiate it at your home. Second is vegetative reproduction. Two examples I have given you, potato and sweet potato. In potato, reproduction takes place through underground stem, and in sweet potato, just like in dahlia, that is through root. So don't be confused. Both are very much different. After that, they are growing in the soil. They are not. Both are root. Potato is a stem and sweet potato is root. Answer number 4. See here, air, water and warmth are the conditions required for the germination of seed. Understood? Very clear. Number 5 is rose and bougainvillea are the two plants that reproduce through stem cutting. Bougainvillea that bears the pink flower and woody stem they have, like rose has also the woody stem. So in both the stems are cut, and what is carrying here, that their nodes should be in each cutting, because from the nodes, roots, not the roots, you can say, that is branches, the leaves arise. Okay, and at the base of the cutting, the roots are also arising. So you can say that if one rose plant, you are cutting the stem of that into 5 pieces, then 5 plants will be prepared. Clear? So this is the last question. Thank you to all of you, and learn and write properly in your notebook.